And some of these patterns look kind of fun, actually.
Yeah, it does seem to be a little bit more relaxed, but there's a lot of heavy hand usage on some of the areas. But for the most part, it seems pretty chill. It does have a couple sections where it gets a little bit ridiculous on releases, but it doesn't seem like it's anything that these players can't handle. Crisp will find a little bit of a drop there, but it's not going to be too much. Early out of the gate, though, it does look like this might have been China's warm-up pick, as the accuracy was in their favor, but it is flippering back and forth. Flippering, yeah, good job there. Flicking back and forth in South Korea's favor now. And it does seem to have gotten a lot more dense, and we're starting to see combos break left and right for China's side. Actually, everyone's side. But it does look like South Korea is able to get a pretty decent gap in that heavy, dense section.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the 12 stars. It's got a lot more dents in how it started off. It's actually kind of scary to see some of the players are still hovering like a high 99%.
Very true. The combos are breaking quite a bit, but the overall accuracy and release times for these guys is still pretty ridiculously decent.
I mean,
this is another
he
heavy
seems to be
section.
struggling a little bit, but Cappuccino's still like 98% with it, and dude's a monster with it.
Zanfang is actually holding a very incredible combo with a very ridiculous accuracy, 99.05%. And really, the scores have gotten a lot closer here. Windy S is still holding that 99.51. And then we're just getting into some 6-note chords, which are absolutely ridiculous. We will see Kim God holding a very impressive 99 as well. Crisp seeming to be a little bit on the lower end there. Same with Andy Lee. And if that is anything to kind of give an idea of what's going to go on with this match, it should be pretty interesting. The scores were pretty heavily in South Korea's favor, but accuracy-wise, they were doing pretty good. It's just the drops there were a little bit too rough on Andy Lee's side and Cafequino. Even though Cafequino and Andy Lee still holding in the S rank bracket, those misses really hurt overall score.
That 300 ratio on one DS is kind of scary. You only got 392 regular 300s.
Yeah, and it looks like the next warm-up is going to be 4 beats. And
oh yeah, wait, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I took a little peek at this one earlier. It sounds like it's gonna be a fun map. Yep, you guys are hearing it. What do you think of this amazing song? Is it not a wondrous piece of art?
I'm trying to think of a painful anagram for fun, and I can't. Because he said it's going to be fun, but I feel like it's going to be ouch.
No, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Oh yeah, it sounds so fantastic.
But think about it. When we have songs like this, what are the maps normally like?
Evil? That's what I was saying. That's why I was trying to think of an evil anagram for fun, and I couldn't. Twitch chat, help! Find an evil anagram for fun, F-U-N, and make it brutal. If it's even possible.
I just do like some TV opening, like an anime or something.
I don't know about that.
Like you go to watch some like anime or like TV show and then this comes up as the opening. I
Yeah.
imagine most people will probably just change the channel or watch something else.
You can see people in Twitch chat wondering where CERN is, and that is a very good question. But, you know, a few people in Twitch have said he's working. I haven't heard anything on it, but I really don't try to pry too much on the actual players. I'd imagine that, you know, if he's working, he's working. It's very unfortunate for China, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Glorious background.
Forget you now. That's basically the most evilest anagram for fun that we heard. Thank you, though.
Wait, forget you now?
Yeah. Forget your name because the map's so hard? I don't know. Yeah, this BG is absolutely beautiful. Oh, God.
Okay, well, yep. That's a winner.
Yeah, Kaguya having some problems with it. Jackets, Kim, and Wendy's just playing it like it's nobody's business. This is absolutely terrifying to watch. Kavukino actually holding very high combo. I think higher than anyone else at the moment. It's a little too close to tell. He's very close to Wendy. No, he might be a little bit under Wendy S, so he might have had an early drop there, but doing very well. But South Korea, all three holding.
I think Cappuccino, Wendy, yes. Can we go ahead and check out they're all having the same combo?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's just climbing slightly faster on one side.
These are the warm-ups I'd lived for. Just so unexpected.
Man, what's unexpected is the fact that Wendy S and Jackets damn near had full combos till just about halfway mark. Wendy S still holding his. Kim got very impressive 99% accuracy. Kavukino doing absolutely monstrous with hidden, still holding a 99.78. Zompang actually holding a 99. Kaguya really suffering with this one though, dropping below the S rank mark, hitting the 94, not looking good.
Well, I mean, all said and done, it is still just a warm-up, so it's not going to affect too much. This song just gets better and better.
It gets denser and denser is what's happening. I mean, Kafu really having some problems there. We saw Kaguya's life bar dip super low there. Oh wow, is that going to be a fail on the warm-up? Are they going to die? No, they did bring it back. Very close there, but managed to recover. This warm-up is absolutely ridiculous, but what's even more ridiculous is how well South Korea played this warm-up. Overall accuracies for this thing are absolutely ridiculous. Wendy S 98, Jackets 97, Kim got with a 97 as well. And over on China's side, you had Zanfang with a 97. Kaguya really suffering there towards the end, getting an 89.34, and then Kavukino just barely scraping by the S rank mark with a 95.77.
Oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense now. We were talking in the last map about the 12-star.
Yeah.
This was the 12-star, not the last one. I was like, this thing's way too tame for a 12-star.
Ah, okay, that makes a whole lot more sense now. Definitely with Jin Jin. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, it looks like the rolls are going to be started, and boom, right out of the gates, Jacket rolls at legendary 19.
Well, China could do worse.
Legendary 18.
Legendary 1.
No, not a critical miss. We don't want any of those.
Nice, boys. Yes!
No, critical 12. And they're gonna lose. Oh man, that is so unfortunate. Low roll there.
Triple dot relief.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It just goes to show you people, no matter how bad your roll is, the other team could do a whole lot worse.
Yes, that is very true. Now that the rolls are out of the way, we should start seeing the bans. I'm gonna call it Cloud getting banned yet again. It's pretty easy to call. I kind of feel cheating calling it because he's been banned every time. Whoa, Peacebreaker getting smacked out.
Okay.
Wait, is the dream real? Are we gonna see Cloud?
It didn't get bad?
Oh, and Demons!
Tiebreaker and Demons did.
Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so they're changing it up already. This grand finals match is going to be great. We have Cloud as an active map here. This can possibly get really interesting.
I really hope we get to see Cloud.
They might just YOLO pick it right off the bat. Just be like, Cloud, let's go.
See, I'm so used to typing Cloud and just saying Cloud now that I wrote that down as the map.
Well, I don't really blame you too much, Deadbeat, in all honesty. I mean, with 100% ban rate, except for today. What does that drop its overall ban rate to? Oh, and they're going with Angelic Party right out of the gate.
It drops it to 80%. 4 out of 5. More importantly, we might, hopefully if we can see Maximum Attack and Cloud, we get to see everything in the finals map before get played. So yeah, what do you think the score will be for this one? At a rough guess.
At a rough guess? I don't want to slam either team at this point, but if I had to just go off statistics alone, 7-2 in favor of South Korea?
I can live with 7-2. 7-2 seems pretty good.
Yeah, but I really want to be blown completely wrong on that, and it come out to be like 7-2 in the opposite favor, so we get a second match.
Wouldn't it be like super surprising if China stomped this first match?
Well, as I always say, only time will tell, and that time is now as we get into our first match of the grand finals, guys. Will South Korea take the victory, or will China climb over this mountain of a competitor and manage to win this tournament?
I have no idea. All I know is I just really hope Cloud gets picked now. That's it. I mean, if we gets picked, I'm happy. Like, I kind of want to see that more than the Tiebreaker.
All right, and right out of the gate, South Korea is going to take that early lead. We'll see some drops from Kagyu and Zanpan. Cappuccino actually still holding his full combo there. We will also see Estonians finding a drop as well, using the hidden mod there. Definitely taking it a little bit on the risky side. Jackets and Wendy S playing like absolute machines, both respectively holding a 99.77 for Wendy S and a 99.50% for Jackets. And the scores are still somewhat close. There is a largeable gap size early in the map in South Korea's favor due to the early drop. Kaguya absolutely struggling with this one. I don't know if the nerves got to them or the density of the patterns is just something they can't handle here. But you can definitely see that they are having issues as their accuracy continues to tank down below the 85% mark, slowly making its way back up.
We just talk about the fact that Cappuccino's not going to hit him. Estrogens.
Yeah, that is very true. I feel like this might be dense enough to where he can't use hidden, or he doesn't want to use it, as he might get more misses that way. Yeah, but Kaguya tanking that early there, I mean, this lead is absolutely going to be impossible to come back from, I think. South Korea, very dominant start here, all holding that 99% accuracy like it's nobody's business. This one's really...
I mean, like... I was going to say South Korea's like 200k hidden this early.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when they've got Jacked and Windy S on there, Estonians as well, holding around the same accuracy tier as Jacked and Windy S, and it's an absolute terror. I mean, they are bringing the heavy hitters right now. No holding back, nothing. They are in it to win it, and it's definitely showing here. Jackets will drop below the 99% mark, and so will Estonians, but Windy S still holding it very strong. Cappuccino and Zanpang on China's side, both holding a very respectable 97%, but Kaguya is still struggling to get out of the 80s, and being in the 80s just is free points for South Korea at this point. And Windy S, I think he's trying to full combo. I don't know if it's going to happen. We're about halfway through the maps here, and he's rocking 4K combo like it's nobody's business. Deadbeat, has this song had a full combo, or are we going to see, like, first time South Korea plays and he's just going to destroy it?
I don't think so.
Well, this might be a tournament first as well. I mean, seriously, I know I've given him a lot of praise, and I'm expecting him to break at any moment here, but it just doesn't seem like he's trying to. I mean, he is getting quite a few 200s in those really dense sections, but it's not nearly as much as his... And there it goes. And it's gone. But still, regardless, he made it through 75% of that map without a single drop, which is absolutely crazy. And his pickup is absolutely great. Getting back over to overall scores, though, we have 99% for Windy S. Estonia's with a 98. Jackets with a 98, and on China's side, Zanpang and Cappuccino still holding pretty decent. Cappuccino has dropped into the lower 90, the upper 95% mark. Kaguya is still struggling incredibly bad with this, dropping below the 85% mark here, and I just don't think recovery is possible at this point. This one's definitely going to be a victory for South Korea. There's just no way. Even if we saw a fail here, it would still, I mean, look at that score difference. They have a whole million points damn near on them.
Oh, I mean, they kind of lost Kaguya, so...
Oh, Kaguya did die. You are correct. Holy crap. Yep. So even if they did manage to pull anyone back, it's not going to mean a bit of difference. Rest in peace, Kaguya. F for respects. That is definitely going to be a first win for South Korea.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
It's happening.
Don't you play with me, China. just during the Nepal showcase 2 weeks ago. For a bit of a treat.
Yeah, and it looks like Andy Lee's also coming in.
Alright, well, we have everyone in here now, so hopefully we should be ready to start this one.
All right, and we should be getting started. After a little bit of a dub bub, it looks like we're getting into this one. And remember, guys, this one is absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like we might have to talk about this one a little bit because it hasn't been seen at all. This thing was absolutely damn near unpassable before, so they had to nerf it. And one of the reasons why most of the difficulty lies in SVs here, as you can see with this map being played. And it looks like the accuracies are pretty close here at the beginning here. It does look like South Korea has a little bit of an earlier lead, but Kobo really tanked hard at the beginning here, actually giving China a good chance. Andy Lee actually really messing up at these ridiculous SV sections, though. That is going to hurt them. That lead is going to stay over in South Korea's favor here. Kobo dropping below the 93%, but Jakids and Estonia holding really hard, combo-wise, too, and that's really going to help them, as Zongfang's actually going to drop below 94 as well. Kafukino, the only one holding a decent accuracy here, and Jakids and Estonia is holding that 90%. Well, that 99% is going to carry Kobo, even though their accuracy is tanked very low at this point. And that literally just stopped, and Kobo is dead. That just happened. The lead is back over in favor of China at the moment.
I still love the end of that map. It's so weird.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, some really crazy stuff happened there. Give me 1 second, just to double confirm.
Interesting. MP Link says that everyone passed.
Okay, so yeah, the MP link shows that everyone passed. So might have just had some viewing client issues on my end. Maybe the SV is too strong for them.
Well, I mean, clearly not strong enough. Jack had full combo it.
Oh, wow.
He can misses. And only 14,200. I mean... What? How? This was banned for a reason.
I feel like
actually kind of scary.
yeah, so that is a second win for South Korea. So, do apologize if that confused you, because trust me, it confused the heck out of me too.
I'm still just trying to wrap my head around that full combo. I mean, I don't think China can pick SD maps anymore now after that.
Yeah, that's got to be an absolute low blow to like any kind of confidence they had with SVs. I can't believe Jockets full comboed that. That's ridiculous.
I'm just trying to think of what China can pick in general. I mean, if they go for SD maps, they're probably going to run into that issue again. Consistency threat maps might not be that great either. I don't think they're going to win on long note picks. So maybe speed or technical?
It's possible. It does look like they have seen a little bit of a roster change here. It looks like Jockets is out, and we've got Wendy S back in, and Ken got back in. China's lineup is still looking to be the same. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to change anything.
Ooh, imprinting. Okay. I've seen this one quite a bit actually.
Yes, we have.
Ah, yeah. So the only time this didn't get picked is because it got banned.
Yeah, and this one's a short and sweet one. This is a very easy dominant point if they can manage to stick onto this. It is a long note-esque pick. It has a lot of complex patterning as well. Something I don't really see South Korea having too much of a problem with. We did see some of the China players having issues with it last week. Not crazy issues, but to this accuracy that South Korea is putting out right now, it is a big issue for China. Estonians taking flashlight, very ballsy move there, as the accuracy will find a small tank but rises right back up.
I'm used to seeing Cappuccino with hidden, but I'm still not used to seeing a flashlight in tournament play. I mean, it's working. He's still got 98%, which is pretty good.
Oh, for sure, in 1,000 combo, that's nothing to scoff at. And the scores are relatively close, but I mean, we've already started to see the 100,000 mark just jump away from China. They're not really going to be able to pull this back. This song is a little bit on the shorter side. We're getting into the 50% mark now, and the score is just looking ever more in South Korea's favor.
Yeah, I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through, and it's about 100k score leads, so yeah, definitely not looking good.
Yeah, Estonia's just now going to find a combo break there, still bringing it back up incredibly strong, and the score is just going to just tank over to South Korea's side. Not a whole lot China can do here, as Andy Lee actually starting to way below the S rank now at 93%. Cappuccino and Zampang holding incredibly strong, but with the 97%, they're just getting on par with Estonians, and that's not going to be enough, and the third point is going to go over to South Korea.
I noticed how Estonians seem to miss most during the SV sections. Like, it's, how do you play SV maps with flashlight?
Memorization, aerial cues, using the music, and kind of just getting really familiar with the map. It's quite unfortunate. I mean, if China was able to, like, they're really holding on par with about two of their players. It's just without CERN, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to really pull ahead too much. Like, CERN is
it does look
definitely
like-
their saving hero here, and they're not going easy on these guys at all. It looks like we'll be seeing a silent desert coming from China here. They're going to try to come back. Speaking of which, Deadbeat, did you manage to check out Yi's origin yet? I did tell you to take a look. You didn't, did you?
Oh. I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna open a tab for it right now so I can check out for it. Okay, and none of this is watched. Alright, I'll check this later. I'm kind of surprised that China decided to go for a long night map though. We saw a long night map earlier and it didn't seem to work out for them that well.
No, it did not. But hopefully they'll be able to have a little bit more luck with this one. Estonians is going to find a miss. Not seeming to really care for this one too much. Accuracy taking a mega tank at the very beginning. Doesn't look like he's taking hidden with him at all either. We're at 93% for him. It is climbing rather rapidly, but that is going to give China that early score lead that they need.
It's not a large score yet, but I mean, take what you can get, am I right? There we go, okay.
All right. Yeah, you are right. That score gap is not very large at all, and Estonians is starting to build their accuracy back up. Kim God and Wendy S still holding incredibly high accuracy. Zampang and Cappuccino holding high as well. If Andy Lee can manage to maintain and Estonians can't come back, this might work for them, but Estonians has that combo going for him, and that's about 30% of his score. So if he manages to hold that combo strong and Andy Lee can't, then we might see a shift here. Cappuccino is also going to find another miss. This one's incredibly close. China is barely holding the lead here. Is the dream real? Are we going to see a break point finally? It is possible, but South Korea is right on their heels, and a single mistake from China could mean they lose here, and Andy Lee's going to find another miss in this very long note section, very dense. Estonians also finding some misses, really not working with these long notes, 92%, dropping ever further. This is going to be China's chance. This is their chance to attack. They've got to maintain these combos. They've got to keep them high. If they can manage that, we will see a victory for them.
Yeah, I mean, the accuracy from Estonians is definitely hitting Korea here. I actually thought the long note would hit China, but clearly it's done them favors here.
Yeah, it does look like Estonians might have accidentally locked in with a lower scroll speed than he's normally used to. That's one of the only things I could think of that might be affecting his accuracy this hard. Unfortunately,
he did use flashlight, didn't he?
He did use flashlight. It is unfortunate, but the comebacks are still very high for South Korea. If Andy Lee drops below a certain threshold, it's really going to hurt him, but this might be the break they needed at this point. It's an unfortunate break for South Korea, but it is definitely what China needs. And yeah, we're right. It's looking, well, at least Twitch chat is trying to confirm that he did in fact forget to change his scroll speed, and it definitely looks like it. Of course, you should definitely keep an eye on these things when locking in before getting ready. And it is unfortunate, but it is definitely a break that China needs. But it might not even be a break. The scores are incredibly close. We might actually see them take this back. Estonians is actually going to fail at least.
Oh no.
Cappuccino. Oh no, it's a 2v2. It's a 2v2. And Kim God and Wendy S are the exact two they need right now. Cappuccino being one of the bigger pillars of support. Oh no, Andy Lee. That was a 2v1. Zampang's screwed. There's no, he's just boned. And, Oh, they had everything going for them, man. They had that one. No. What? What's up?
China won.
China won?
Only
Dude, what is
Estonians
going on
failed.
with my view? I'm so confused right now. I am so confused right now. Did anyone else see that? Was that on your end too?
That was on all variants. Okay, so
Okay.
to confirm everyone, according to the official Olympia link, only Estonians failed. So China won that one by 616,193 points.
I feel terrible. I just got so hype over that. I was like, oh no. And then I'm glad that they managed to pull a point, but dang, man. Come on. Don't do me like that, client. I need you. I need you to be my eyes. That is actually unfortunate, but that's really cool because China is now in this. It's 3-1. They have a chance. Absolutely ridiculous.
See, I'm not sure anymore.
Well, I mean, regardless, I still feel that that was Estonia's slip up on his end, not locking in that scroll speed, and that's what gave them that. But it looks like we're going to be going with Dream and Attraction next, and oh man, this kind of feels like it's going to be in South Korea's court.
It feels weird because I want to hype up a lot of this stuff now, but I don't know if I can trust these fails.
Dude, I'm so scared to hype up anything right now. It's going absolutely ridiculous, and definitely, guys, keep an eye on the MP link, because if I go ham and start getting super hyped and it doesn't happen, I apologize. But I'm gonna call it as I see it while it's going on, because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Well, at the very least, I guess all we can do now is focus on the next map, which is, of course, Dream and Attraction.
Yeah, this should be pretty interesting. Alright, it does look like we're getting a swap out here. Crisp is going to be joining. So now South Korea is using Kim God, Wendy, and Crisp, giving their other member a well-deserved break. And it looks like Kaguya, Zanfang, and Kafukino is hopping in for this one. And man, I really hope that was just something on my side, because Kafukino's scroll speed looked absolutely crazy. No, it's about normal. Okay, cool.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm just looking at the average accuracy for this, and it's about the same as Silent Desert, which is 94.17, so this should be fun.
Kafu finding an early break there. I'm going to give that early advantage over to South Korea, but it's still incredibly close. But it's just really disheartening to see when you look over and Wendy S is holding a 99.91 and Kim God's there with a 99.7 and Chris with the 99.46. And then actually it doesn't look too bad now, as Kaguya did pull back into the 99s there for a second, did drop back down to the 98s. Kafukino and Zanfang both falling into the 98s as well. And we're still seeing very strong 99s from everyone on the South Korea side. The lowest one is Chris there, and he just now hits in the 98% accuracy territory. And Kaguya just taking a beating right now, unfortunately, and that is going to hurt their accuracy. And with Chris maintaining a very high accuracy there, there's not going to be too much room for them to breathe. He really needs to be able to pull that up or see a miss on South Korea's side, and it's just not looking like that's going to be something that we see here. Chris, Wendy S, and Kim God playing this exceptionally well.
I'm just looking at the lack of vision that Cappuccino has. I'm mortified. It's like no time to take in any information.
No, I mean, with the combo that high, no, you really can't take in that too much information. But like I said, memorization and aerial cues, like if you play a song long enough and you're really good just by default, I mean, most of these guys can probably sight read like gods. So really just putting a couple hours each day into something before the weekend that you have to play it, you'd be surprised how much your fingers will remember. Muscle memory is real. But it is not looking good for China here. We're getting into the 50% mark, and unfortunately, Kaguya's accuracy is tanked down to a 92%, holding that A. And we're not really seeing too much of an accuracy dip on South Korea's side. Crisp is at 98.86, but Zanfang and Kafukino are both feeling this map a little bit more than South Korea, dropping down to 97 respectively as we get into the next half of this song. All right.
This is not looking good for China here. I mean, they're about 200k behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite unfortunate, but the accuracy damage on Kaguya's side has already been done, and really, I mean, the consistency of South Korea is absolutely astonishing. Like, there's really nothing you could do at this point.
It's like an attraction in on itself.
Yeah, and like, I mean, don't get me wrong, 92 on a song this dense is absolutely crazy. I mean, I don't mean to discredit Kaguya in any type of way. They're playing incredibly well. It's just when you're going up against a team that can pull out 99 to 98 like there's nothing, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, I really challenge anyone out there to be able to go and pull something like this off. It's not as easy as it looks, and even though he's having a hard time, he is definitely giving it his all. It's just not enough, as his accuracy will drop into the 90% bracket for this one. We're getting down to the final cooldown, and the damage is done, and South Korea is going to win by a very large gap here.
I think if I was to try that, I'd probably be around the 10% mark.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky. I'd probably give up in 10 seconds though.
That is going to bring the score 4-1 in favor of South Korea. I'm still hoping for the 7-2, maybe in the well, now it's going to have to be the 7-4. That's how we're going to do this. Come on, China. You got this, guys. CERN just needs to swoop in and save the day right at the end. And the bad thing is while I say that jokingly, because obviously they must have something they need to do or just couldn't make it, the fact is that we've seen situations like that happen, so I'm not completely throwing it out the window. I mean, he could pop up and just wreck face.
That would be pretty cool. The
Yeah.
worst bit though would be like CERN shows up and nothing changes.
Yeah, that would be like that would. No. Oh. There it goes. Full map pool play, boys. We did it. We did it.
Oh, and is Jackethead's back?
Well, you know what though? I can only imagine why this hasn't been played, but it definitely sounds fun. Except for the fact that I know it can't be fun. It's about to be brutal.
I mean, it hasn't been picked for a reason. Hey, Cappuccino knows what's up. Oh, map 4 has been selected. Oh, okay, we're actually... I thought for sure we were going to see Jughead swapped in since they asked for him to move to the server, but I guess not.
Well, it happens, and now we're getting into this beautiful thing, and with this map being played, we will see the entirety of our pool getting exercised.
I am looking forward to the end.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. But, you know, even if the tiebreaker is played in an exhibition, it's not actually technically a full map pool played. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. It's... So, unless we see an actual tiebreaker, it's not going to happen.
I mean...
I'm being that guy.
Also pick the tiebreaker. Can't pick the tiebreaker.
No, you can't pick the tiebreaker, but it does have to be exhausted.
All pickable maps have been picked. It counts. Don't ruin this for me, Zitron.
I'm just trying to be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Also, I don't know what's going on with Zonfan.
I imagine he's playing this for his leg. Oh no, he's not playing at all. I don't know if he started.
Alright, it does look like it was finally caught there. They are going to go ahead and abort. Abort! I don't know if that was an actual disconnect or just a miscommunication.
He never started. He was stuck at the start waiting for other people to load the map.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. And like once you get a Mania player playing, they're not gonna stop hitting the keys to just hit escape. No sir. You must attack everything.
That would have been great if just like the entire chat was just flooded with everyone just bashing away at their keys.
Alright, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and give that a retry in just a moment.
Hopefully this time we'll have all of our players playing as well, not just 5 of them. Also, yeah, 2k combo from Wendy. And moment of truth, will we have all of our players? It looks like it, sweet. Okay. We have our match, and of course Cappuccino still with the hidden. Always fun to watch. But yeah, this still looks like a pretty good start for South Korea here. All players still holding their 99% accuracy, while China seems to be struggling a little bit with Kaguya dropping down to 95%. Sunshine dropping down to 97, Cappuccino still holding on 90 up, which is pretty good. But again, we're faced with the dilemma of, despite their accuracy being pretty good, can't beat South Korea's accuracy. I mean, South Korea's lowest is still higher than China's highest. It's still just not good.
Okay, so you could definitely see that there's a lot of strain on Kaguya's side there. They did mention that they were getting a little bit tired. It does look like we are starting to see the South Korean players dip into the 98% brackets as well, but this one is definitely a map to do it. Windy S just, I don't know what he's made of, man, but I want whatever his diet is, and I need his secrets of his finger exercises or whatever he does to be able to play this consistent. Please.
Just a lot of practice. A lot of practice and a lot of keyboard bashing.
Yeah,
Almost feel bad for some of these players' keyboards.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this one looks like it's going to be decisive as well. About 400,000 points of difference, maybe 500,000. Not 100% sure, but it looked pretty close to that. But that is going to be in favor of South Korea. Now they have 5-1, and it's looking pretty close. Next point is potential match.
Well, this is China's pick, so not China's, this is South Korea's pick. So if South Korea wins this, they're in a pretty good position. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna go for a reading of a dream. Interesting pick indeed. South Korea seems to be favoring the speed ones.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Korea didn't seem to like these speedy, consistent picks. So, and look at that, we have a Jughead back. Welcome back.
So Jughead's got back.
Welcome back. I mean, this is definitely looking good for China now. I mean, they were kind of struggling before when Jughead wasn't here.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, Jackets is like a giant wall of consistency. Same with Windy, and it's absolutely terrifying. Crisp is doing really well. It's just really going to be hard for China here.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what you do if you're China now. I mean, you were kind of struggling before, and now these an even stronger Korean team midway through the match. I mean,
True, but it is not a sweep. If anything can be said, it can be said that it was not a sweep.
that is very true.
I just mean, South Korea is just so scary.
I mean, I just want to wait to see how the end's gonna play out here. I mean, we'll get another one of the maps where the end is just very fun.
Yeah, Crisp is going to find a miss, followed by Cappuccino and Kaguya. Zompong's still holding incredibly strong. Jackets and Windy S just being absolute monsters as always.
Yeah, I mean, we're halfway through this, and China does have. Sorry, South Korea has about a 150,000 point lead, I want to say. Actually, it's closer to 200,000. Definitely not a position China wants to be in right now, but.
Yeah, it is not deadbeat. I mean, they're definitely trying to give it their all. Capino holding a pretty respectable accuracy. Same with all of them, in all honesty. Kaguya just having a little bit of problems keeping it above the S rank, dropping down in the 92% bracket.
But yeah, they're actually handling the end of the map rather well.
Yeah, not seeing too many HP dips here. It's just keeping that high accuracy is hard. Ooh, Kaguya actually finding some pretty heavy damage there. Life bar struggling to maintain, but he does bring it back up towards the end. But of course, that's not going to be nearly enough that they need, and South Korea will secure another point, bringing this to 6-1 in favor of South Korea. The next map being played is potential match point here.
Ignore what the bot said. It's wrong. It is the bot said that South Korea won the match.
Ah.
It is not best of 11, it is best of 13, so Korea does need one more point. There we go. Bot fixed. So yep. China is now up to pick, so I have no idea what they're gonna pick. Not a clue.
They're in a pretty tight spot here. I mean, they can literally go with anything at this point.
So we've got Krakamise, floating point. Wingard Go. Wingard Go could be cool.
No,
Krakamise.
you're right.
Alright. The map I thought we'd see really early on is
The
potentially the last pick.
one, yeah.
Alright, then. There we go. That.
Are the comebacks real? Are we going to see the most craziest match we've ever seen?
I mean, it's possible.
It looks like they're swapping out and getting Estonians for Crispy, and it looks like Kaguya is taking a well-deserved rest and being swapped out with Andy Lee.
Welcome back, Andy Lee. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think China can make the 6-2? Try to fulfill your 7-2 prophecy?
It is possible. They definitely did swap up the roster here. If they can maintain a good combo and keep that accuracy high, we might see something here. If Estonians is going to use Flashlight again, that might be a big problem. Hopefully he double checks his scroll speed here, as that really hurt him the last time he played.
Oh.
Flashlight battle!
Alright. Oh dear, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, this is
I
about
hope
to happen.
both these players have adjusted their scroll speed. Looks like they've adjusted their scroll speed correctly, so the FNC's covering has actually shown not that their start dropping down to 95% pretty fast actually, although he has been climbing back up steadily, so maybe he just needed to quickly readjust himself to the slower scroll speed. 'Cause, I mean, he seems to be doing fine right now, so...
Yeah, that accuracy definitely picked back up, but it is not a good start there for him. Andy Lee also having some issues there, bringing their accuracy back up towards the end of it. So that slow start might have been a little bit bad for them, but it is definitely not going to hurt them too much. Cappuccino will find another miss, though, and that is not going to be good, as Estonians and Windy S and Jackets all holding full combos at this moment, at the quarter mark of the song.
I mean, accuracy-wise, this is definitely one of the more closer ones. I'm actually surprised that Estonia is holding a 99% with the flashlight. That is kind of scary.
Their whole team is kind of scary, Deadbeat.
I mean, yeah, but with flashlight as well. When you start throwing on visual and mods and still getting an insanely high accuracy, I mean, you know something's not right.
Tina's going to find another miss there. But as we know, some people actually use the flashlight mod for better play. It closes down on what they need to read, and they can just get in the zone and rock those RO cues and just use what they see. But it does give you a very small window to understand what's going on. But Estonia just doing it like it's no one's business. Cappuccino will find another miss as well. Andy Lee finding a drop. Zanfang as well. Jocket's just destroying it. Windy S also just destroying it.
Well, I mean, now Windy is destroying it. But it is still a really impressive feat to get to that, what, at least 35,000 combo mark?
Oh, for sure. And I mean, don't get me wrong. The scores are actually still pretty close here. There is definitely a gap difference, but if we saw anyone in South Korea completely tank here, China might be able to slip back in there and secure this point and keep it from going to South Korea. But the score is starting to go further and further in favor of them. Cappuccino having some issues, but both their accuracies staying pretty high, but the combos on South Korea's side is really what is giving them that extra boost that they need right now to just secure this victory. And Windy just going absolutely nuts, dropping near the very end there with a 99.64%, out beating what our map pool selector said. Oh wait, it might be right on it. Oh no, it's a little bit under with a 99.40. Absolutely crazy. That is going to be this tournament, guys. South Korea is our Mania 7 Key 2017 champions. They definitely deserved it. What incredible monstrous plays that we see here. China will be our second place victors as well. Big round of applause to both teams here. Absolutely crazy match.
But that was definitely a really impressive match to watch. I thought China might have a bit more of an advantage, seeing as they had already played the map pool before, but I guess it just didn't matter.
Very true, but we are not done here yet, guys, because as tradition, as always, we are going to play the tiebreaker for just a good competitive exhibition match here. We will get to see both teams give it their all in the tiebreaker. It doesn't matter who wins or loses. Both these guys are champions in their own respective rights. Every player that played here today is absolutely out of this world when it comes to Osmania. And South Korea just showed that they are just machine. China taking that second place, but very rightfully deserved. They worked very hard to get where they were, and they gave one hell of a fight for the second place bracket.
I wonder what China came last week. I'm kind of curious now.
It looks like a couple of our players didn't have this tiebreaker. Just because they must have forgot that we're in the grand finals and it gets played regardless. Ah. Well, that makes sense for Jockets, actually.
Oh yeah, you didn't think it, but I would. I was hinted towards it earlier, actually. Oh, okay. So last year, China got gold and South Korea got silver.
So the mantle has
This
been
year it's the
tossed.
other way around.
Yep, the mantle's been switched.
In fact, yeah, I was gonna say, China actually came from the low bracket last year as well. And then just decimated 7-0, 7-4, but Korea this year just too strong. Actually, I wonder what it is. I wonder if it's partly because Korea's team was stronger or China's team was weaker.
All right, and here we go with our exhibition match of the fastest crash.
What do you think, Zedro? Do you reckon Korea's team was just a lot stronger this year, or do you reckon China got a bit weaker?
Oh, Deadbeat, I don't think China got weaker at all. I believe what happened here is like the best of the best in 7-key for Korea's side all came together here and absolutely destroyed. They had such an amazing lineup for their team, and I mean, it just goes to show the overall accuracies. The stats don't lie. They were monsters even in the beginning here. There was no doubt that they were going to be in the finals. It's just how well they were going to do and like how much of a fight they were going to have to give the opposing teams. And like, needless to say, it was just absolutely ridiculous.
I think the only players missing from this 2016 Chinese team were Felicity and Sweet Soul. Because we saw Cern, we saw Sang, we saw Generosity, and we saw Angelic.
I just want to see if there's any map at all that's going to bring any of these South Korea players into like 96% territory. I mean, Kim God seems to be having a little bit of an issue with this, but not too much. Andy Lee really not having too fun of a time with this, but this map is absolutely crazy. The density and the patterns and the speed that you need in order to pull this off.
Well, I mean, maybe if we change the scroll speed again? Like, if we change the scroll speed, then they might get lower accuracy. We've really seen that's the case once, so...
Oh man, that SV was absolutely brutal. That did knock Kim God.
You wanted.
That did the SV knock Kim God into the 96% bracket. So they are human. They can lose accuracy. It does exist.
I think the only problem here is China's lost a little bit more accuracy.
Oh, sure. I mean, this is an exhibition match. It doesn't matter who wins or loses. I just want to see if there's a cap to these monsters. And I mean, even Jockins is starting to have a little bit of issues with this. But, I mean, obviously to most people watching this and to Mania players themselves, this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. It's some of the hardest stuff. And just being able to pass it is bragging rights for some. But these guys go above and beyond just being able to pass it. They try to master it. And the fact that they can pull these high accuracies out of songs like this is absolutely crazy when you really think about it.
You know what would be a real kick in the teeth?
What's that?
They create the tiebreak. You make your way to the grand finals. You're up against a monstrous team like Korea. Korea just wipes you out like 7-0, 7-1, 7-2. You play the exhibition tiebreaker.
And you win.
And you win.
Yeah.
you'd feel so gutted. Actually, you probably feel pretty good as well, but...
Oh yeah, for sure. Even like, see, if we would have got you the tiebreaker, we would have wiped the floor with you. But that doesn't seem to be the case here either, as Kim God is starting to bring that 96 back up, trying to get out of 96 territory. Zanfang and Kafukino both holding their S ranks at this moment. Andy Lee not really having too much fun with his score there, really trying to pull that back up into the 90s, but it's not seeming to go his way.
Yeah. And that is looking to be a solid. According to the bot, that now makes the score 8-1.
And that is going to be our tournament, guys. Give a big round of applause to South Korea for taking that gold medal here, getting first place. And definitely don't forget to give a huge round of applause to China as well. They managed to take the silver. And let's not forget about our third place team. They managed to come quite a bit of ways as well. Isn't that right, Debbie?
That is great. But who is it? No, like I just said, okay. I wanted to see if you remembered or not, but yeah, no, it was Indonesia.
Yeah, I know it was Indonesia. I wasn't going to say that it was what I wanted to see win. Good old dead USA that died super early on. No more cup titles, guys. We didn't win.
What do you mean they died super early on?
Well, they got knocked out before things got good.
They were in the finals.
I know, but they didn't stay in the finals, good sir.
You can't say they got knocked out early when they made it to the finals. Doesn't work like that.
Well, we won all those other... I'm done. I'm not going to mess with it. Anyways, though, that is absolutely crazy.
Lose to third place. I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, true. Alright, though. That is going to be this tournament, guys. The next World Cup that we will be covering is the Taiko World Cup. That will be beginning...
Registration's already open.
Okay, so registration's already open. We're keeping things moving super crazy fast here, guys.
I believe... Ooh, I don't have the exact thing on me, but I believe the live drawing is the 4th of March, and the group stage starts on the 11th. And registrations end on the 19th of February. Right, so that's all just going off memory. I might be a few days off.
Dang. Alright, guys, so definitely if you are interested in other game modes to this beautiful game that is OS, be sure to stick around on OS Live. We'll have all kinds of coverage for that. Make sure to keep an eye on the wiki as well, as that will be changing and updating for all the world tournament information, such as casters, map pools, times, and everything that you'd possibly need to know. That being said, guys, we are so glad that you guys came out to enjoy this awesome World Cup with us. One more time for South Korea, as they were our champions. And that being said, I think we're about done here, aren't we, Debbie?
There is not much else to talk about. I think we are done indeed.
Alright, guys, so thank you so much for coming out, and remember, rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you next time.